Well, hey everybody. I'm just coming on here to kind of test some things out. Got several of you tuning in via Facebook, and that's one of the things that I'm trying to do. I am trying to get this stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same exact time so that you can pick what's easiest for your family. So some of you are making comments and tuning in on Facebook, and I can see that. Others find it easier to hook up to YouTube, and that's great too. You can also use the number at the top of the screen and talk to me that way, and I get alerted about those things. But so the other thing I'm testing, which you've probably noticed, is live automatic captions that are just embedded into the video. Doing my very, very best to make it so that our deaf and hard of hearing folk can watch, because they're an important part of our church. And so I've been experimenting with some services that would allow me to do that. And so far it looks like it's keeping up real well with me. And so, hopefully just pass that around and let that know that's going on. So if you got any questions for me or anything like that, feel free to you can comment on Facebook. You can shoot it to the number. I'm not doing comments on YouTube just because I think the majority of our folks that would comment are on Facebook, and then I can't look at both of those at the same time with the current equipment that I've got. So best way to get a hold of me is with the number at the top of the screen, or you can make a comment there on the Facebook feed, which I've got going on my phone so I can follow along with who's there. So it's good to see Pat. It's good to see Gina, and it's good to see the Martins. I hope you guys are feeling better. So I just want to let you know, too, that if you have any needs, if you're running out of supplies or whatever, Terry and Kathy have offered to kind of take advantage of the senior citizens times at Costco and Meijer. So if you're not able to get something, just let the church know. You can send it to that text message there, text number there. Shoot it to me, and I'll let Terry and Kathy know, and that's a way that they can help out. They were already at Meijer and Costco this morning, I think, getting some supplies. And so they wanted you to know that if you have any trouble getting anything for your family, to let us know, and we will take care of that for you. So good to see everybody. I've had a couple questions about Sunday services. We aren't having Sunday services at the church, of course, because of the current ban on gatherings. I will be doing a broadcast similar to this at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. So I'll be broadcasting from my office, and then that way you can still get your regular Sunday morning message. I'll share prayer requests during that time. We're going to do it just like this. So I'm not going to have any we're not going to have any music or singing like that. Just because it's really difficult to get that to sound good live, and not only that, it would, I would have to do it from the sanctuary, and that would really limit what we were able to do. So, and then that would bring in more people too, and really we don't need that. So if you want to sing hymns, then get your family together and do that ahead of time. And you can have your little hymn sing before I come on. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have the stream active 10 to 15 minutes before I actually come on, and that way you can make sure that things are working on your end, and you can get things worked out for your family. And I saw lots of folks tuned in. So I'm hoping that the captioning that we've got will enable the deaf folk to tune in as well. And so hopefully that works well for you. And I, from what I can tell, I can read it on my phone from, across my desk, and my phone's really kind of small. So looks like that'll be plenty big for all those folks that are watching. So just kind of share that around the deaf community to let them know that this is the way we're going to do it. And that way they can watch too and be involved as well and feel like they're part of the church gathering, as it were. So just continue to pray for our folks. We've got some folks under the weather. Judy Garris is new to the church, asked people for prayers because she's kind of under the weather and, doesn't know really what it is yet at this point. Randy said that his friend, he mentioned his friend's wife, Katie, that he talked about on Sunday, is out of the hospital but still receiving chemo to combat whatever is attacking her red blood cells. So Randy would appreciate prayer for his friend's wife, Katie. I think that's what he said. Yep, his friend's wife, Katie. So again, that's things that people sent in via the phone number at the top of the screen. So feel free to do that, or you can make comments on the Facebook live feed as well. So hopefully this works well on your end. Hopefully this enables you to watch whatever way is most convenient. I know lots of our folks are online via Facebook, so hopefully that makes it easier. And I know several people tuned in online via the YouTube stream on Wednesday night. So I'm trying to just keep learning on these things, trying to keep updating the way I do it to make it most accessible for everybody that's involved. So just get the word out and let people know that there will be live captions like you see right now today that will be on at 11 o'clock and 6 o'clock on Sunday. And for the time being, this is how we're going to do church. But feel free to email me. Feel free to send messages to that number at the top of the screen. Feel free to do all of those things so we can stay connected during this time. I know that several of you did what I asked you to do, and you've sent out Secret Sister cards in the mail. And so thanks for doing that. And keep trying to find creative ways to be involved with the church, even when we can't get together. I know that many of you have been making phone calls, and that's very much appreciated. Keep that up, especially for those folks that don't have the savvy or the access to the internet forum like we've got. Just keep doing those things, and that'll be greatly appreciated, I'm sure, by those folks that are stuck at home. All of our nursing home folks, our assisted living folks, they are literally stuck at home. They can't go anywhere or outside apart from what would be considered a necessary doctor's appointment. So they're very much isolated and would appreciate hearing from you. And then don't forget to continue to support the church during this time. Just because we're all sheltering at home, as it were, we haven't quite gotten to that point yet in Michigan, but we might get there. But just because we're stuck and aren't able to meet, the church still has to send out support for our missionaries and pay our bills and things like that. So make sure that you are being faithful to keep your commitment level where it should be via the online giving, via checks in the mail, whatever is easiest for you. And I'm just going to keep putting a plug in for that so that folks don't forget and so that the church doesn't struggle in meeting our obligations. So far things are fine, and we're expecting that God will provide. But I just want to do my diligence to remind you of those things. And so take advantage of the online giving at the church website. Send a check in the mail. We are regularly checking the mailbox. And so, but for the most part, we're working from home. We have the advantage of the internet and the cloud, and one of the things that I did when I first started as pastor was moved a lot of our church record keeping and our office work and things online so that we can do it from anywhere. So I have an office at my house that I've been working from, and then I come into the church to do these things so that I don't have any interruptions during these streams, and it's nice and quiet here. So we also have better internet here at the church. So anyway, just follow the recommendations of the government officials and health officials to the letter as best as you can. And again, if you have any needs at all, be sure to let us know, and we'll do our best to meet those needs and to help you out. So if you can't get out and you need something, just let us know, and we'll get in contact with you and work that out. So and Terry just wanted to make sure, Terry and Kathy wanted to make sure that we're here, that you all know that we're here for you, and that we want to help you if we can. And so be sure to share those things with us. All right, well, we'll look forward to seeing you all again soon. I might go online a little bit later. I think Dale wants to kind of play with this as well and see how it's going to work for the deaf and kind of give them opportunities to figure it out. But again, pretty much exactly the way we did it on Wednesday night. That's the way we're going to have church on Sunday morning and Sunday evening. I'm working on my messages right now, getting those ready, and I'll have the notes up on the screen for you. Can I? Gina asks if I can have Nathan deliver her bulletin. I'm not planning on printing bulletins, Gina. So all the information you need should be online. But I'm sure Nathan would love to do that. And yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Not getting together and not having those handshakes. But that does remind me, I'll have notes available for you on the church webpage via the member section of the page, so that if you want to follow along. I saw the Martin family was taking notes, and they had our note sheets. So I was pretty excited to see that. So I'm glad that worked. I'll do that again for my Sunday morning and Sunday evening messages, and then I'll have slides up on the screen for you as well. And but no, I'm not going to send the ushers to your house. Although that's an idea, isn't it? I could send the ushers door to door just to make sure that nobody misses out on their opportunity to give. But I'm also not going to send bulletins door to door either. So for the most part, all of our work in the office is online. So we're not running off anything that we would normally run off the printers, just because there's really no need when we don't meet. But Gina, I appreciate your comment there. That's great. So good to see Holly too. So this is going to be helpful, I think. But also, I can't go back and forth, but also I should be able to have this going live on YouTube at the exact same time, but I can't tell if that's working on that end. So hopefully it is. So whatever's easiest for you. Yeah, it looks like I need to tweak something on YouTube. It's not working right now, but I'll work on that. But Facebook Live seems to be working pretty good too. So anyway, we'll fix those things, and we'll try again. It's good to see you all this afternoon, and take care. And again, if there's anything we can do for you, yeah, notes will be up before 6, Holly. I'll have those up before it's time to go on. So, but that'll happen on Sunday. Do you mean 6 or 5? But anyway, I'll have those notes go up, and that way I'll give you an opportunity to print those if you have a printer at home. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Just follow along. But I'll have the slides up on the screen too. And so, yeah, I should be able to handle those things for you the same way I did through the member section of the website. Lots of you took advantage of that. So anyway, I'll see if I can get the YouTube portion of this fixed. But other than that, it looks like Facebook is a great way to do this. That way I can see your interactions and you can comment. And cool. So good to have you all with me this afternoon. Appreciate your patience and your prayers as we all go through this together. It's an interesting time. Never thought I'd see this. But yeah, so it's a great way to do it. I still prefer to see you face to face. But I'll just try preaching from my desk this week. So I'm going to sign off now, and thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this answers some of your questions, and we'll see you again, if not before, then on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. And of course, the stream will go live a little bit early so that you can make sure that you've got it working on your end. All right, God bless. We're praying for you, and if there's anything we can do for you, please don't hesitate to ask.